Hello, everybody. We are back from break. The party has just been beset by a pack of devils. Devils that seem to know who they are, that seem to have a purpose, a goal in killing Matashtai, and keep spouting phrases like Varashtu sends his regards and...
Her. You said her before.
Did I say her?
Yeah, you said her.
I need specifics now.
Specifically, you said her.
I don't think Varashtu cares. Varashtu is whatever Varashtu wants to be.
Okay.
Okay, so Varashtu was the demon. Okay.
So
that.
I don't think so. I think it's Skella.
So in that moment, right, you battle against this barbed, chained, and bone devil, and it is a heated, contested fight with a lot of damage being thrown about. Matashtai is almost felled. Bones is almost hugged to death by the barbed devil. Even Ashes doesn't have the greatest time, but eventually you are victorious as Matashtai caves in the skull of the bone devil Kerava, and it laughs at being sent home. And it says that Varashtu has found an apt people and that there is darkness in her heart. And that is where we fade back into the scene. The devils themselves, their bodies begin to fade, leaving behind nothingness, except for the bone devil, which leaves behind the stinger.
You said stingers. You said multiple stingers.
So you go over and inspect Bones, the stingers.
I see you
He's
walking
like,
it back. Yeah, I see you're walking it back now.
The one stinger, the central one, is there solid. You see the others are kind of crumbly, like they're after images of the original one.
That's fair enough.
That thing, by the way, is massive. It's like the size of your torso.
Dope. I'm gonna make Jay a flail.
Fucking Christ! Did you see the picture?
Flails in D&D is that crit failures always mean you hit yourself.
Look at that stinger. Look at the singular point on the end of that stinger. The thing is insane.
Dope. Can I get that?
You know, it's kind of a bummer we don't own a fortress. That would be a dope-ass ballista ammunition.
That we fire once.
Yeah, it's meant to take down gods.
It is
the one and
15 pounds.
How many pounds?
15 pounds.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
It feels incredibly dense.
Bone devil stinger.
And it is rapidly cooling, but still warm to the touch.
All right, well, I'll wait till it cools to put it in the bag. We don't want it to catch on fire.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for like rarity or anything, or can we
yes,
just assume it meets the threshold?
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Because if it's not rare, I'm probably just gonna leave it on the ground.
Don't fuck it up.
It just seems unlikely that I could, but I probably will. 19, that's below the threshold.
Is it?
That's uncommon. Yes.
Is it?
By 1. I don't want it. Yep. I'll put it back on the ground. I don't want it. It's not good enough. It's cracked.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
It's not uncommon is fucking worthless to me.
Your rolls. Is it?
Yes, it is.
Now
What
that
do you mean, is it?
CR at all, or is it just based on your roll?
Yeah, they have to have a minimum CR in order to even reach that level, and then I have to also
and then he
roll
has to
very
roll
well.
a specific amount. Yeah. Well, you don't have to roll very well. You had to roll an 8 or above, a 7 or above, a 7 or above. You had to roll a 7 or above.
I've taken steps to try and ensure that. There's just nothing I can do.
Yeah, I feel you. So the reason why I reiterate that, are you sure it's not worth anything, is because you did just get the Heart of the Mountain.
Okay, it's still only uncommon. What do you mean?
Yeah, but we talked about that concept of can now augment uncommon items with new abilities, right? You still need uncommon materials for that. You still need components, right?
Yo, could you enhance the breaking wave with that thing?
Potentially.
I don't know. I guess I'll carry it around, but I'm forever sad.
I mean, if you want to, you can just ditch it at a later date. It's whatever.
I need to level
breaks.
up immediately so I can't fail anymore.
All right. So for
I like how being a rogue means you can't fail at craft.
For the ambush,
It's kind of ridiculous.
Sorry, that's my expertise.
you all gain 2,500 experience.
Jesus. 72, 725.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Be sad forever.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
What was he talking about?
Death.
A new pupil?
I think we
I'm
can
assuming they mean
safely
Scala.
assume Scala.
Do we need to go check on the chamber?
I don't think we need to, but we probably should. I think we can assume the demon free.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be a good idea.
I say as like blood covers the front of my fucking
Uh,
vest.
So do you guys begin to head towards the chamber?
Do you have any potions? You need some potions?
I got a couple of. I got 3 regular healing and 1 greater. I would kind of rather not use them,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I mean, that's literally the only way I heal.
Hmm. Alright, I'm a hand of healing myself.
Moss-covered rock near stream kind of like sits there and just croons up at you, Bones.
Damn, Mossy, you did such a good job. And not hurt at all.
It doesn't say anything. It just kind of purrs at you.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna staff a heal myself once.
Okay.
Was that your last key point?
Yep, sure was. Alright, I'll like probably survive an encounter.
Okay. So, the goal is to head back towards the hidden tomb.
Though I would absolutely like to heal before we go up.
Okay.
Portals.
You guys begin to leave,
Nope.
and as you do, you hear the great booming Halaster voice of...
Surprised I didn't go off that entire fight.
Spoilers, it was. Jeremy just forgot.
No, it's the trigger is right here at
Oh,
the
okay.
mouth of the hallway. So, I mean, you guys have figured it out at this point. Like, your characters have tested or seen exactly when this happens multiple times. So you move past, and you head westward. We're gonna tick up the situations tracker.
As we're walking, Match is kind of like, guys, I'm feeling real guilty about this whole sitch.
I will
I'm
say
not.
this.
She sent devils.
Yeah,
Do
after
you not think we didn't deserve
basically
that?
we're responsible for the death of all her friends.
Do you not think that we didn't deserve that.
I don't think we deserve
you mean,
that.
You mean the same people who were given hospitality in the Legion and then they took a prized relic from their leader?
That's right. Stole it.
Right.
I mean,
Their past transgressions are inconsequential for our relationship with them.
Agree to disagree.
And also, does theft beget death?
We didn't say you're gonna die. They attacked us. They forced our hand.
Bones, let me ask you.
Yes.
If you made a deal with somebody, and at the end of that deal, the person you made it with was the direct cause of all of us here, you were the lone survivor, ran across a demon and had an opportunity
I don't think you want him to
on,
answer this
on
question.
that party, would you do it?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Then I would take the blame. See how that works?
Yep, that was a poor target, Ashley.
So you all make your way
I
through
feel
the
no
halls,
shame for this.
through the somber halls of the Lost Levels, past the corpse of the Umber Hulk, and eventually into the secret lair, the hidden tomb, to that second to last room. And within, you find every single statue has been toppled and shattered.
That's what we get for even telling her about it.
This bitch!
What do you think the chances that the other 3 statues were the other 3 devils we just fought?
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna bet not, actually.
I'm gonna bet
they
so.
were greater demons.
I bet all 4 were of the same level-ish.
Or similar.
Or maybe like these 4 were like a party, and the one in the bottom right was like the leader.
I don't know. Those 3 devils were like all pretty strong. Yeah, the bone one was slightly stronger, but I didn't feel like it was that much stronger.
Shit.
All right, well, whatever. What's done is done.
It's not that simple.
Feels that simple.
No, like our actions have directly caused the world to be a worser place.
Okay. And you dwelling on it fixes it how?
It makes him willing to fix it.
Okay, how?
You know, my entire organization that I associate with pretty much is leave the world a better place, destroy all the evil things, and our actions have just increased the evil things. Like,
Technically not
Destroy evil!
it's not
Off
destroy
in the
evil.
distance.
Keep it in check.
Mathematically, if most of those Dwargar were evil, there are technically fewer evils now. They're just maybe more powerful
I think if you
evils.
want to put it on a scale, I think a few Duragar are not as bad as 3 or 4 demons.
And technically,
Devils?
if those demons were the demons that were in these statues, they were already in the world, and technically you now sent them out of the world?
Yeah, technically so.
Except for the one in the bottom right. What was his name? Varashtu?
I think Army of Darkness every fucking time.
Klaatu, Varata.
Yeah, it's Varashtu, I'm pretty sure.
I walk up to the statue.
It's shattered on the ground in 3 large
yell at the
sections.
bubble. You there? Mirage 2.
Your sign is well, not your sign, but the sign that you guys left is still on the wall.
Of course.
Jeremy, I need some clarification. Did the Heart of the Mountain close when we left, or anything like? Does it seal itself back up, or?
So you guys could have closed the doors behind you, but magically it does not seem to be sealed. No.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So, like, mechanically speaking, I don't need to carry Malaire's hand.
We don't really know.
I want to return the man's hand. I just don't want to be punished later.
I'm.
Return his hand. We probably know where it'll be.
Yeah, well, what happens? Some asshole comes in here and says, "Ooh, what a nice hand!" Takes the hand, and you can't get into the heart of the mountain anymore, and your amulet's useless.
Okay, let's go back and try and open the door a few times and shut the door a few times. I would like to do that.
Because I would like to return this man's hand. I would like to do the good thing. We've been bad. I want to be good.
Can we retcon that we tried that a few times? Does it really change anything?
Whether we retcon that or you guys literally walk back and try it, it leads to the same scenario. That being that, as far as you can tell, the door opens and closes.
Okay, you don't have to have the hand. It just opens and closes. Okay, cool.
For now.
Then we return to the tomb, and I place the hand back in Malaire's tomb. I kind of try to go like...
Okay.
I tell him, I think we messed up a little. Sorry for that. We'll try to make it better.
Agree to disagree. They made a deal. The deal
I-
didn't come out in their favor.
Not directed at you.
I agree with that. I know that.
I asked Ashes to help me. Like, it's heavy, man.
Actually, is it not heavy? Like, isn't it magically not heavy?
Oh, the lid of the sarcophagus is just like it's not even that it's not just heavy. It's that it mechanically rolls off and back on.
Oh, okay. Well, that was nice of them.
Yeah, it's not an ornate sarcophagus. It's not like crazy beautiful like the other ones, but it is an engineering marvel.
Does it have like Healy wheels built in?
It does actually have like little rollers on the side that the lid slides off.
So what we need to do is take the entire tomb, dump out its contents, flip it upside down, so we have like a
Which cruise?
flat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. The guy that you were just so worried about, defaming.
Yeah, honestly,
we're gonna just dump him out on the
religious
ground
thing
now.
I could think of.
Yeah, it'd be great.
But yeah, I say my piece. Bones clearly feels differently. That's fine.
There's a out of nowhere. There's just like this cold breeze that rustles the air inside of Malaire's tomb.
I don't know if that's supposed to indicate a positive or a negative emotion.
I think it's supposed to recognize, yeah, you said something.
Maybe it's just a rustle.
Where the fuck's there's wind down here? How is there wind?
It's magic. It's a whole magic labyrinth. What do you mean?
Alright. Fine. Agreed. Magic. Let's leave.
Okay.
Could have been the spirit.
Where is your destination? What is your goal?
Alright, I stand by that I think we need to find a physical path back to where we were.
I
Okay.
agree. I think that's the safer option.
Okay.
Because we can use portals, and I want to use portals down the road, but not until we find a way to deal with the shadow of the mountain.
I do have
I also
interest
agree with
in
that. That makes
floor
sense.
5. I want to find Papa.
Also,
Oh,
I want
what
to
if
find
there's
Ash's dad.
never a way to deal with the shadow of the mountain.
Then we don't portal.
Oh, okay.
and we
Because
only
I'm
use it when
sorry.
we need to.
Okay, I'm sorry, but the expedience of travel is not worth one of us trying to fight the others or get stabbed by the others.
But they're not.
Oh,
Oh, okay. First of all, you need to let the getting stabbed thing go. It was drow poison.
Maybe
It
don't
was-
stab me.
It
I'd
was
let it
less-
go if you didn't
was-
stab me.
It was a less than lethal measure. Okay.
Less than
Uh,
lethal?
Yes, less than lethal. You didn't die. That makes it less than lethal.
Oh,
now-
so you're telling me you would not have sneak attacked me?
No, I clearly made the choice not to.
Don't recall that at all.
Well, you don't. You have selective memory.
Regardless, you still stabbed me.
You deserved it.
You could have used word.
I tried to use words. You were
I
very.
deserved it? Was it what I was wearing?
You were very contrary.
That was it. That was, yes, he was contrary. That was the curse that he was afflicted with. He had no choice.
You got no room to talk over there, dog boy. You were swinging too.
Yep, I
Yeah.
was. But the thing is, I apologize.
All of you hit me.
No, Mitch, I apologize. I admitted I should have done that. I said I was sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
not sorry.
don't you put a finger up there, Ezra. You
I
shot
thought
him.
about it. I thought about it.
I'd do it again. I don't give a shit.
See that? That's the fucking difference.
It's a cat versus a dog mentality.
Loyal.
It was less than lethal. It was a taser equivalent.
Look, bro, if you tase me, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I'm not going to have a good time after being tased.
Don't be
What
contrary.
if I've got a pacemaker? You don't even fucking know.
He
All you
could
know about
not
me is I'm an
hold
alien.
it.
Do you have a pacemaker?
No.
Okay then.
Yeah,
Why did
it's-
you
it's,
just say yes so that he doesn't electrocute you in the
Selena.
future?
Selena's his pacemaker.
Well, it's a good thing that I
Now
don't
it's
have
an
a-
I'm
option.
just saying, you made an assumption without knowing all of my backstory. I might have a heart problem.
Okay, well, maybe you
You
should
do
be
now that
contrary.
there's a hole in your heart.
Yeah, now I have a hole in my heart. You stabbed me.
Metaphorically.
It's up to you. Whatever. You want to go backwards to the floor at half
Yes,
HP? Let's
I
do it.
absolutely do. No, not at half HP. I'd like to rest somewhere.
I'll go through the portal first. Maybe the first person that goes through is the one that
Not
has to
taking-
fight the Undermountain.
Unless we have a safe way to get through the portal, I'm not taking the portal if it's not absolutely necessary.
We don't know anything about it. I'm just saying.
The portal?
We actually do know some things about it.
Some of the things are good you get from it.
I had less than a day to research this.
Okay,
Give
all
me
right, so-
time.
The good thing you only got because someone spent
I'll
a
look you-
resource to get it.
I look you
don't
straight in
have
your
that
cat
resource.
eyes. I look you straight in your cat eyes, and I say, "Why do you want to use the portal so bad?"
Y'all are so contrary. I don't like going through things backwards.
Are you willing to risk one of us being possessed to do that?
I said I would go through first.
We don't know that's how it works. Are you willing to
Nope.
risk the rest of the party for that?
We don't know that's not how. No, I don't think I'm allowed to play that card anymore. So I
no,
guess
you're not.
I gotta lay low for a month or two first.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta
you kinda
recharge that
got
option.
your freebie
Yeah.
getting that necklace. Now you kind of go with the flow for a little bit.
I like that. we're
Yeah,
sitting here in
that's
this
right.
chamber.
You're indebted, bitch.
Literally.
Aren't you
and
actually indebted?
figuratively. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throws me
he
230
looks
points.
down and he goes, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, your boy hadn't been charging for the amazing magical things he's been making. So you know, maybe cut your boy some slack. That's
There
all
we
I'm
go.
saying.
There we go.
Where did you get those magical items? How did you get the components?
Okay,
to-
guys, we're derailing.
We're rabbit
spiraling.
holing
We're
real
just-
bad.
We're going bad.
Where do you guys want to go?
I'll stab you too.
I would like to go to the stairs.
Okay.
How about
All
we
right.
just rest here in the tomb? It's safe.
I would like to rest if everyone's not opposed to doing so.
I mean,
I'm fucked up.
I mean,
I'm at half
I will
HP. I have no key point.
Okay. You guys short rest?
Fuck it. We'll
Sure.
short rest. Yeah,
Yes, please.
Anything to get this moving along again. Shorting rest.
I summoned the dome just to give us like an hour of at least that protection.
Okay.
Y'all are real contra, real coming at me for no reason.
No reason.
No
No.
reason.
No. I'm not gonna.
That's bait.
Not taking that
That's bait.
Not
It is
taking.
not bait. It is absolutely no reason for this to be happening to me. An honest and upstanding member of this party.
Sure. Okay. You guys rest. Situations tracker takes up.
Not my fault. The Jargard suck at negotiating.
It is. Yep.
Yeah, because there was.
All right.
No
Every
other
time.
option.
Every time I'm about to defend you. Every time.
Ashes.
No, I can't help it. I can't like stop just jabbing at it. I can't. I don't know why. I just can't stop.
Ashes.
I wish I could, but
Like the
As-
words on the tip of my mouth, and you're just like, better dig this deeper.
I
As
can't help it. I don't.
you all are resting,
Mm-hmm.
hear a voice in your mind that says, in a melodic, feminine voice, "To think that my daughter would fall to one such as you. She was truly a disappointment. Still, she was mine.
More drow bullshit.
You will pay."
There's so many people mad at us.
Stop killing people.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's see. Female characters that I've killed recently.
Carissa Arvindar.
Stone. Who?
It's the Drow chick.
Didn't you kill the drow priestess?
Did I? I don't know if I got the killing blow or not.
That was Jeremy's. That was Jeremy's drow voice. So
Yeah.
obviously,
That was Jerry's travel.
that's his high society nobility voice.
I love that you guys have identified voices for me. It makes my job way easier, honestly.
I mean, to be fair, we spent a year and a half in Menzo in a different
Yeah,
campaign.
it's true. We have
so-
a lot of drow experience.
Fair enough.
way too much drow experience. Like, if I never saw a drow again, I would not complain.
I don't mind. I like drow.
No, God, they're so fucking sexually
Violent.
like.
Yeah.
There's some
Whatever.
bad apples. Not all of them are that bad.
So
Jay.
once our rest is finished, I would inform the party that I had been telepathically informed that the mother, somebody, probably a drow,
Somebody's mom's mad at
none
me.
too happy about previous altercations.
Well, what else is new?
Hmm.
Everyone hates everyone.
I don't hate a lot of people.
So, your wounds binded, a little bit of your vigor restored, emotions perhaps
Yep.
a wee bit calmer.
Y'all, we need to tie up some loose ends.
Where to now? To the stairs?
Oop,
Up
Oop.
the down.
We're going up.
we're going up.
Gotta get up to
We're
get
going
down.
backwards.
All right.
And that situation tracker is just cruising.
But hold on. Time out real quick. Before we leave, there are a couple places we've not explored on this floor. Do we want to worry about those first?
Nah.
I mean, we'll be back. We're like, considering this is the teleport floor, we were 100% going to be back, probably dozens of times.
Okay.
Well, if we're ever allowed to use teleporters again.
We just need to
Well,
figure out.
I would argue if the plan is to bring the Skull Takers here at some point, we should absolutely explore everything.
Yeah, probably. At some point.
I mean, that probably would be a pretty dope idea. Just don't know how they're gonna sustain. Like, I don't think there's a good source of food down here or water.
Oh, hey, Mossy, you're coming with us? All right, cool.
So, are
thought
you
you were
guys
against leaving the
exploring
field.
or are you guys leaving? What's the plan?
I think we're leaving.
Okay.
Right now.
As you come to this location that you've previously identified as heading upwards, right? This rough, carved tunnel, the shrieks, the gouges across the tunnels from the Umber Hulks, right? Moss-covered rock near stream comes up to you, Bones, and it makes these grinding noises initially, right? That do not form words, but it kind of looks at you expectantly.
Okay.
Give the man some amethyst.
I give
Fuck.
the man some amethyst.
Okay. You hand Moss a shard of amethyst.
A chunk?
A chunk of amethyst. Goodness.
Chonk. Chunk of
And
amethyst.
he looks at you, right, and he takes it, and he doesn't eat it. He wedges it into the side of his mouth. And he looks at you, and he says in Terran, right, in his broken, garbled tongue, he says, "You go."
Yes, we're going up. Are you coming?
Go far.
Probably.
Go portal dark.
No portals currently.
I go.
If you want.
Moss-covered rock near stream falls in behind you.
Another member of the Skull Takers.
I think down the road you should absolutely keep him here to help your Skull Takers.
Well, yeah, probably.
Oh, the boy.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, he's swimming. He's swimming.
Unless
Oh,
he,
he's swim boy.
if he wants to stay, I'll be back.
God, Odie has like full-on orgasm face right
He is a pet
Alright.
whore.
Jesus.
now. Kind of ridiculous.
Yes, I let him know that I will be back if he wants to stay. That's cool.
He just looks at you and he says, "I go."
Yes, if you want.
Trundles along behind you.
All right, he's with us. He's my pet now. / friend, because he's intelligent.
Well, now you have to multi-class in range required by law.
Now it's a requirement.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna multi-class rogue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he can multi-class, right? That's fine. But
Sure.
you got a multi-class ranger.
All right.
It would be nice to get a
I
fighting
have
style.
to do some stuff real quick.
You do damage to that offhand.
I definitely would not mind getting a fighting style, but there are more efficient ways of doing that.
I actually don't think ranger would be too bad for you.
Probably not. I'm definitely not doing anything until after next level, for sure.
Stop that.
But I
In
don't
fact,
know.
I actually think it would be better than fighter for you.
Probably.
Don't you do it. No.
It doesn't matter. Like, I haven't thought about it because I'm not doing anything until after I get the talent. Reliable talent.
Reliable.
I actually have zero interest in multi-classing Matashtai, but if Matashtai dies, I'm definitely playing a multi-class character.
Yeah. And the level 13 Phantom ability is, like, really good, so I kind
think
of want
I've
to get there, too.
I've recently decided that with Jeremy's blessing, I want to make D&D Captain America. I want a sharpshooter shield throwing character.
Good luck.
Good luck. He's going to be 5 levels of fighter, 5 levels of monk.
You think Captain America was a monk? I don't know about
I hate
that.
this game sometimes.
It's the only way to get like decent unarmed combat.
And he'll also have America's ass.
And America's ass.
No, the 17th level Phantom is pretty good too. Not great. So probably not until after 13 is when I would even consider. And that's like so late, dude.
What is Oh. Okay. Un momento, I've got to make adjustments, because fuck me.
That's really interesting, Jeremy.
Yeah.
We'll grab some water.
I made some changes to the maps, so... Sorry. Okay, we're there. Let me update this. Edit. Yes. Save. 8. We're gonna try out some stuff tonight and see how it works. Do not know if it is going to work well.
Do not know.
I am
It is like
curious.
experiment.
Basically, I've been working with the updated lighting stuff in the game for a while. Now that we're going to a new map, we're gonna try out some updated lighting stuff. Primarily because we've got to test it out, period, because I think in the next couple months they're getting rid of Legacy, so we're kinda gonna. Okay, and back over here, and hopefully we'll situate. Work it out. Okay. That's good, that's good. This thing on. Cool. Change this real quick. That. Oh my goodness. Okay. You guys trudge up the slight incline of this hewn tunnel. And it's not a very straight shot, right? It curves, it has these little switchbacks, it has these offshoots, right? None of them ever go very far, but you do find the occasional, like, little off shoot that opens up into a small cave. Normally, when you find this, that cave is filled with either fungus or pools of water, right? And you see the signs, the gouges, the claw marks, right, of the passage of umber hulks. But always you're able to go back to this main passage, and eventually, after about an hour or so of travel, climb your way up, and you begin to hear
the whispering of willows in the wind.
Ooh, that's very loud.
We have a audio slider.
Also, like as a side note with this course of action, we are stuck here until we make it through.
Or return the way we came.
Okay.
So, you begin to hear this rush of wind and crickets.
This is pretty.
Chirping. And as you rise through this tunnel, it begins to kind of level out. You begin to hear the rush of water, and a thick blanket of fog begins to form up in the tunnel. You walk forward. You find yourselves... I'm about to move you guys over to the map. I just gotta double check and make sure I didn't fuck anything up on the map. Oh, nobody's secretly here. I used to move I used to move Jay's token around until I made Testy McTestface.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got to double check maps to make sure that Jay isn't somewhere on the map. Okay, so you find yourselves Willowwood. I have moved you over to the updated map. I am looking on your tokens to try to show you where you guys are at.
Not to mitigate your attempts to help, but that click does nothing.
I know, but it's so here's the problem. You guys are kind of like in the middle west of the map.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like middle here.
Yeah, unlike a normal map, you're not you're not on the edge.
If we could see the ping, Jeremy, that means we already know where we are.
Well, you look.
Yep.
Look.
So
okay.
This is where we came from, though, right?
To the south, yeah, is where you came from. So the tunnel you're in is still this rough-hewn Umber Hulk tunnel, right? But there's this thick fog that's kind of billowing up, and you can hear the sounds of... It honestly sounds like a forest at nighttime. Bones, Ashes, you both feel quite a bit more comfortable almost immediately. Just the sounds of nature around you. And the fog is thick enough that it is somewhat stifling your vision.
Damn, blind.
Even to the point, your blind sight, but your normal vision, right, is basically cut in half due to the thickness of the fog. Even Matashtai, your drift globe, the fog seems heavy enough that it diminishes your drift globe slightly.
I like how I'm the one who put my blood on the line, and you're the one that took the blind dagger.
Do you want it?
No.
No.
Okay then.
But just assume.
If you want it, I'll give it to you.
I walk into the fog.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
As you all begin to
No, I want it now. No,
Just
fuck it, I
like
want it.
Nope,
As-
it's over now.
Jesus, boys.
As you all begin to walk into the fog, you walk out of this tunnel, out of this this tunnel in the wall, right? And
Wall
you
tunnel.
see through the fog a forest, a primordial forest. Forest, like actual trees, not Zerkwood or anything like that, but real trees, and you see above you stars and a moon hanging in the sky.
Goddamn magic.
And there's this
is there big ass
rush.
trees right here?
Huh? Yeah, those are
big-
trees, absolutely. There's just there's kind of like this little underbrush, right? And then there's just thick primordial, almost think like almost kind of like Nausicaa style, right? Like thick bunches of roots, right? Twisting
by
on
the
top
way.
of each other. It's it is disconcerting. It's eerie, but it's beautiful, and it sounds the night air, the calls that are happening, the insects, the animals sound like
If Ash has moved up with me,
Yep.
I'm gonna look to him like, hey, Ash, I'm gonna see how much of this is real.
Sure, I got you.
And I'm gonna start walking up one of these trees, like one of these huge Zerkwood trees he mentioned.
no, they're not
Not
Zerkwood, they're
Zerkwood,
actual
actual
trees.
Okay, yeah, so big ass tree. I'm gonna start walking up.
Like there are various different like types of trees. Like I mean, you know, like we would see oak and pine and spruce and stuff like that, right? There are the equivalents in Faerun, you know, which are probably still oak and pine and spruce and you know, what have you. But like these are thick, old, ancient, primordial trees, right? These are those
In my
trees
mind,
if
I'm
they've been
seeing
left
mini
to
redwoods.
yeah, these are those trees if they've been left to grow for thousands of years, perhaps, right?
Yeah.
And the tree is solid beneath your feet. You hear in the immediate vicinity, right? The sounds of animals begins to quiet, right? As this presence is kind of invading their space. You feel that kind of like hush that you would in the night.
Do I see any animals
you
while I'm up here?
You see the signs of them everywhere. You see nests in the bird nests in the trees. You see the signs of like droppings of various different animals, right? You see little game trails running through the forest just from where you're at.
Okay.
And in the
I see
night,
signs, but do I see anything living?
yeah, you see insects here or there. Most of the things are trying to hide from you, right? Like they don't know if you're a
Okay.
predator.
I just want to make sure it wasn't like some sort of
Yes.
facade of.
No. There
living life.
absolutely there are living things here, but
Okay.
in the glow of the moonlight, to the northwest, you see something kind of towering up over the other trees. It looks like a tree itself, but it looks like this massive stone tree.
So like a tower.
Which direction?
No, it actually has like branches and boughs and things like that, but it
okay.
is made of it doesn't look like wood. It kind of like has this gleam off of it from the moonlight to the northwest, along this tree line actually.
We're on. This is level 5, right?
Yes.
The willow wood.
Boy, will you get those claws out of my shoulder? This is why, by the way, this is one of the reasons why I'm always wearing a damn jacket, is to defend myself from this boy.
The amount of fucks he gives right now.
You get in the face. You get in the face.
So you guys want to go towards the massive tower?
Um,
Or shall we go
not necessarily.
Can we see anything
Um,
else? Like, is it just, are we in like wide open forest? Or...
Yeah,
So
I'd like to,
you can
like,
see-
how high up am I?
So this tree, the edge is, you can see it gets thicker, right? It is a relatively thick forest period, even here at the edge, but the trees get thicker and larger the further that you go in. The one that you're currently climbing up, it probably goes up to like 30 or 40 feet, but you're probably only about 10, 15 feet up currently, if you're at the first couple branches.
Okay. I'm gonna keep working my way up just to get a good survey of
what
the
you're
area.
able to see, again, it is difficult to kind of like see a lot in the distance, except for stuff that is up in the kind of like air, because that gives you kind of like the backdrop of the moon and the sky against it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're able to see this huge stone tree to the northwest, but everything else is less tall. So it's kind of difficult to see through the fog, but you can see there seems to be a row of caves to the west, and then the forest, right? It curves southwest, but there seems to be something beyond it to the southwest. You can't quite make out. Some sort of like buildings or something like that, though.
I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna telepathically message Bones. Hey, Bones, why don't you come on up here? You got a little better eyes than I.
Okay, I scramble up the tree.
Okay. You dexterously cat up the tree like you're
a cat
a
around.
fucking cat
People
around.
think I'm catting around.
Okay.
There seems to be some sort of buildings or something over there, but I can't really make it out.
So, it looks to be far to the southeast, Bones. Like there might be some sort of stone settlement down there.
So like
But you don't
southeast-ish.
You don't see lights. You don't see anything like that.
I wish I could draw the darkness. So southeast is Stone Boys. South or northeast is Stone Tree.
Northwest is large stone tree.
Northwest
Southeast
is Stone Tree.
is buildings.
Buildings, Stone Tree, buildings.
To the northeast, you can't really see much because it's just the thick expanse of the forest. And to the southwest or west, it's just wall.
Wall, okay. Like
You said that was to the west?
It's wall pretty close, like in...
No. What do you mean?
North? Which
like
where's the wall?
How close is the wall to the west? 100 feet? 200 feet?
Yeah, pretty close. Like about as far to the entrance to the tunnel where you guys came out. It's about the same distance, and it wraps up to the west.
Okay, so like right here is wall, like right outside of our vision.
A little farther, yeah.
Okay, interesting. Kind of gives us a little bit of a thing. Okay.
And this is just this entire time. There's just this.
Do we see any
breeze through the trees?
Like fire, like smoke, like cooking fires?
No.
Or no cooking fires. Okay.
See no lights from either the stone tree or the stone buildings.
Well, if they're up there doing that, I'm going to sit down and start ritually casting Detect Magic on myself.
Okay. So they've been up there for a while, so you're getting close to the end.
Kind of while Bones is up here, I'm gonna say, what do you think about checking out that settlement first? See what kind of civilized people we here.
I guess it's not a bad idea.
At least give us a base of operation level.
Or a place to be ambushed.
Or a place to be ambushed.
You hear.
It seems fine to me.
You hear a high-pitched screech in the night.
I'm not good at animals.
Was it like
Actually, I'm decent at animals. I'd like to identify the type of animal that made that sound.
I'm also pretty good at animals.
I actually kind of was banking. I was kind of banking on an animal handling check here, but I could be wrong.
I was banking on a survival check.
Handle an animal?
So I think I would accept animal handling, survival, or nature, but only if you are trained in one of those things.
I'm not trained in any of them. They're all
13.
And probably not. Anybody else?
Look, I had four options. I went with acrobatics, athletics, insight, and perception.
I feel you. You are the insight king, though, you know? So it's just bones?
Yeah,
It's just bones.
I wanted to roll on animal handling.
No one else has survival, animal handling, or nature?
I have survival and nature, but not animal handling.
All right, then.
I'll roll at a disadvantage. Can I roll at a disadvantage?
Sure.
Does that mean I can also make a nature check then?
No, fine. Fuck, no, you can't roll a disadvantage. You can't have it because Zach is coming at me.
Ruin that for me.
Yep, Zach just ruined it. You talked me into it and Zach ruined it.
Would have
It
been
was
alright.
still okay.
It was pretty good, honestly.
Bones, this
Shut your damn mouth next time.
this is not an especially difficult thing to try to like correlate.
Not especially difficult.
And I think it's probably to the point to where you get it maybe a few seconds before everyone else does. It sounds like the high-pitched screech of a bat.
God, that's a loud bat. The big
Bats,
bat.
bats, yeah.
Can we gauge the size of the bat?
No, you can't. It echoes. It's called echolocation.
I punch you in the vocal cords to fix you.
Oh, okay. You don't like the Aussie accent. It's fine.
No, actually, I do like it. I don't like it on bone.
It's
Okay.
from the epic.
All right.
I climb down.
Let's get back down. Actually, I'm gonna use this moment to probably maim myself. But
Name?
yeah,
Oh.
I've been having a lot of issues with my boots, and I feel like I need to train with them. I'm going to try and detach my boots and catch myself midway down the tree.
I'm gonna climb down like a normal person.
So you're gonna drop.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be like, okay, so here's the tree. This tree. I'm gonna be like,
You're gonna break your legs.
I need to know my limits. I need to find out what the boots can do.
Okay.
And like what is useful.
All right. You detach the boots. You drop real quick, like 5-6 feet, and then you slam your feet against the trunk to try to catch yourself. Roll an athletics check.
Athletics? Okay.
As the boots stay attached to the tree while you don't.
As your momentum does try to carry you down, so you put feet back on and you reattach, but your body keeps moving, right? That sudden moment of like suspension is gone as the momentum carries you forward and you bend and hold and rewrite yourself. You don't basically like boots to the tree, smack.
Okay. So I'd like to now do it again, but try and drop my feet lower and try to catch with the toes of my feet as I'm falling. So like I'm more like this
Okay.
as I hit the tree. I would like to do the same thing.
You roll again, and or you go again. Sorry, no, don't roll again. You go again.
Okay.
And this time, trying to alter your technique, roll acrobatics.
Oh.
This one goes much more smoothly, as after having experienced the issue with momentum on the previous one, you alter the position in which you release from, drop, and you come in at an angle, which allows you way more time to catch yourself, making it less of a strain on your overall body from a physique standpoint and more of a dexterity in positioning your body correctly in the first place.
Okay. Okay. I'd like to do it one more time.
You're
Just
almost
the
at the
same way
bottom
I
of the
did it.
tree at this point.
Yeah,
so
at
you
that
have
point,
to, like,
I'm
climb
just like
back up.
making sure what I did wasn't a fluke.
Yeah, okay. So you climb back up just a little bit, redrop, roll an acrobatics check.
Here's a fluke.
Not a fluke. You do not slam into the wall, but as you do this, you realize that you have the technique down, but it's not a guarantee that it's going to work every time. There are extenuating circumstances, right? Like maybe you just hit a slightly slicker patch of bark there, right? Or maybe you accidentally stepped on a snail and it just slicked the whole thing. Who fucking knows, right? So there is still some inherent danger in the technique, but now basically in practicing this, you turned it from an athletics check to an acrobatics check, which you're better at.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That works much better. Cool. All right. I get to the ground. I kind of just like, y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear this sudden cacophony to the northeast, right? And this kind of like galloping sound off into the distance. You hear this several flapping wings, and then it's gone, hushed again.
Several flapping. So they sound big or small?
Big enough that you can hear them from far away. Like,
It's the
this
centaurs
isn't
and the
some
bats.
owl in the night type scenario.
Okay.
Well, you don't hear owls.
That's my point.
Ooh.
It's not a good point. It's a
You're
bad point.
not a good point.
I mean, sometimes. not.
I
Oftentimes.
kind of
not.
look. So like, kind of look back to the group. Like we kind of regroup here.
I assume I'm still on the ground casting.
You're pretty much done at this point. So, you finish casting your detect magic,
Mhm.
and you're almost blinded by the kaleidoscope of magical
Everything.
arcane. It's like you stepped into the weave itself. You're not sure that anything that is not the ground in this place isn't somewhat magical. The sky, the forest, the fog, all has a flavor, a twist, a sprinkling of the arcane.
if Ezra has a sort of like physical reaction to it, like Matt would kind of like rush over and just kind of put a hand on his shoulder. You all right?
I mean, this probably doesn't surprise any of us, but this is all magic,
It's all magic.
heavily intertwined in. I suppose raising a forest under a mountain is inherently magic. But
I'm
Shut
gonna
up.
I'm gonna take Tamakira. I'm gonna like stab the nearby tree and like pull off a piece of bark, kind of hold it up to Ezra, in the bark.
Una momento.
as the tree cuts at you right back.
Oh God!
Okay, I just re-added
Wow,
something.
my light just changed drastically.
Yeah, so it's not your light.
I feel like
it's...
Matt's in a scope now.
I feel like I'm in a scope with Matt.
Well, Hold up.
Even
We
though
watching
my,
Goldeneye? Is that what we're doing?
I
Nothing.
feel like my vision. Yeah, my vision is 60
Weirdly enough,
feet.
I actually like that a lot more.
I should be able to see out to like here, and then actually 120 in dim.
Yeah, but the fog is lessening your.
The fog is lessening your effective sight range.
Awfully convenient.
Yeah, that's the point of fog. That's why I've been narrating this fog the entire time.
Awfully
so
convenient.
specifically though, what I just did, and this we might not be able to utilize it, but I just turned on Explorer mode, which Fog of War's the map and lets you guys see where you have been in the past. We're gonna test that out and see if it works.
Ooh.
If it doesn't work, then we will
sure
turn.
does.
Okay, stop running around in directions. You shitbags. This is why we can't have nice things.
I wanted to see it work.
What did you break already?
Nothing.
Okay,
I
so
did
I will say the downside of this is I can't really effectively utilize or look at your visions anymore. I don't know why, but it basically just fucks up my ability to see your visions. So if you start seeing weird shit, please let me know. Because again, we're gonna have to kind of test this out. I'm hoping that this is gonna be a useful function for you guys, but if it just fucks me over, then we won't be able to use it.
Well, it's.
So it kind of. So it does. Fog of War kind of interestingly, like stuff that I've explored, it keeps.
That's what he was saying.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I stepped away as you were saying.
Yeah. I just turned on Explorer mode to try to implement that side of things, the Fog of War side of things.
It looks pretty cool.
So we'll test it out on this map, and if it goes well, we might implement it on future maps. Okay.
Cool.
So from that standpoint, Ezra has basically realized that everything is fucking magic here. You hear these sounds in the forest, right? And then Matashtai takes Tumbakiri and peels off a stretch of bark from a nearby tree to kind of like try to see inside the tree. Is that your plan?
No, actually, I wanted to see. I'm trying to gauge what is magical, right?
Gotcha.
So I wanted to strip off a piece of bark. Is the bark magical? Is the tree magical? Are the leaves magical? What's magical?
So as Ezra, as you take a look at these kind of like separated components, right? It looks as you're looking at them, the trees aren't fake, right? They don't look unreal, but they look as if they have been as if their creation, their growth has been altered or enhanced or something with magic. There is an essence of magic in them, in the bark, in the leaves, in the exposed flesh of the tree. And as that happens, you see red eyes glowing in the shadows of the forest. And you hear this. And you hear this flap of wings, this.
There would be some terrifying centaurs.
And you hear
Could just be
a shout from the northwest.
Guitars.
This high-pitched, furious, feminine voice cry out. And it says, "How dare you! You come here and harm!" And you see out of the shadow coalescing in or out of the fog, right? You see shapes coalesce in the woods. You see bears, elk,
Cool.
other creatures, right? You see on the wind, you see the form of giant bats. And then you see riding atop the back of a black six-legged panther that seems to shift back and forth. You
Cool.
see an elven woman with a crown of thorns staring at you imperioususly. And she looks fucking pissed. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
While you're holding this piece of bark.
Yeah, you're holding this fucking piece of bark.
Wait, it looks like a piece of jerky on my spear.
That is, I feel like that's a good place to go ahead and call it, as you make your way into the willow wood and immediately piss somebody off. Yeah, great, fantastic. We'll see how this goes next time on Dungeons and Mad Mage. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.